Today is picture-perfect fall football weather, crisp and cool at Soldier Field in the Windy City. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Buffalo Bills. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. On first down, Allen buying time to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack. Second and 12. Another try after the first down sack. Allen flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
Allen's throw is complete, and he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts to...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And they will score a pick six for the Bears touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Santos with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Now Allen to try again after the pick 6. Steps away to his left. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Allen going to throw. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Take it at the 37. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And the Bears take over. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage. All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Now a carry for Pirine. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Bills are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And this is caught. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play here for Buffalo. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. So that'll back them up 5. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal. Here's Allen to throw it. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills draw a bit closer. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Bills 7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
From the 25 on second down, Fields. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. A shotgun snap, Fields. Forced out to his left. Over the middle, complete. It's Cohen. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up a third down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And look at this. It's a fake. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So that now back-to-back drive CD that have ended with an interception.
Now, I don't know about you, but I'd call my quarterback over, put an arm around him, and say, hey, take a look at the scoreboard. We're playing with a lead. Let's be smarter about what we're doing out there.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Here's Pirine. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Push him back. Push him back. Line 14. Line 14.
Play action. It's Fields sliding out of the pocket. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
And some room to roam now. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll run it here with Pirine. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
8 yards on the run there, and that leaves them with 3rd and just a couple.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. Hey, watch the
On play action, Fields steps away. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down, and inside the 5-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. They'll go to Pirine, trying to pound it in. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Fields rolling to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Philip Dorsett, his first touchdown on the year as the Bears push further out in front. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't. He's got a man, complete. And they get this all the way inside Chicago's 10. A big play here for Buffalo. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Here's Allen. Check down to Breida. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
On the move to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, as the first half is winding down. And the Bills are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Short kick. One of the up mid will take it now. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now Fields. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown! And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. Santos with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. From the 10. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Again, here's P. Ryan. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach, and let's face it, this season certainly has not gone the way many had expected or at least hoped. And I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier this week.
Yeah, we certainly did, didn't we? Because, let's face it, he's heard the whispers, and they're growing louder that he shouldn't be around next year. He essentially stormed out of that meeting you just referenced with the reporters. How did he end it? We're done here. Well, that's a function of losing and all the pressure that's on him. You hear about pressure creating diamonds? In this case, it's bursting the pipes of the coach.
65 yards on the ground for him so far. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Off play action, Fields. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Fields. His throw incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, Fields. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now Allen. Dancing to his left. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought... they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. On play action, Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 29. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Pirine. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I tell you, he brings the wood when he comes flying up in run support. He may be a safety, but he hits like a linebacker.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Well, now they'll try the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Rolling to his left. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. To throw, it's Allen. Being chased out left. And the pressure gets to him again. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now left side on the swing pass. That catch good for only a couple. Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Let's take it inside his own 40. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. They'll run again with Pirine. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a third and long.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Here's Fields. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 26. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high?
And he coughed it up. Now this is picked up by the Bills. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Buying time to his left. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. to the air. Allen. That'll be complete to Breida. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Bills on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Allen steps away to his left. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play here for Buffalo.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
From the gun, it's Allen. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 5. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Past the 20. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Santos with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick-6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And meanwhile, Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 35 on 2nd down. Allen.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college. So sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off near the 26, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Out of the shotgun, Breida. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Allen going to throw. They'll roll him out right. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for 2 here. Allen will try to throw for it. Forced out to his left. And he'll get in, and they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. So the signal caller doing it himself there on the 2-point try.
You got to like that. We always talk about the ball staying in the hands of the best players, but most of the time you want to get it to a back, pitch it to a wide receiver. In this case, the quarterback did it himself.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. Able to spin free. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late, and that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Bills! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for 2 here. They run it with Breida, and he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
It's almost human nature, isn't it? They score on one play, you come out on offense, you try and do exactly the same thing. They tried the deep ball, couldn't quite connect, but give them an A for effort.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A shotgun snap, Fields. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Chicago! Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Allen now looks to throw. He'll buy some time right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 48. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bears, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets.